Hey guys, welcome to another edition of What's Cookin Jersey Shore. We're here at Wop Dogs in Bayville, New Jersey. Very big referral from the Saxman and Stiletto. Let's check out the dogs. Alright, I'm tasting their pulled pork. I took one first bite of it. Nice potato bread it's on. The pulled pork. Got a little bit of spice to it. The pork is cooked perfectly. And a little bit of a nice barbecue taste. Very good little pork, pulled pork sandwich. And that's something you don't really hear of on a hot dog truck. Next, I'm going to take a bite of their kielbasa, sauerkraut, and mustard. This is just a sampler. Big piece of kielbasa. That's very, very good. Kielbasa is nice. That little crack you get, and it's nice and moist on the inside. Got the potato bun that's on. Nice sauerkraut. And a little bite of the mustard. Dorito dog. Wow. How do you handle this thing? It's not like a good Sabret hot dog though, too. Got that little crunch when you get to the outer part of it, nice and moist on the inside. And I'll tell you what, she's got chili on here, I think. Get that little bite of chili with the Doritos on it, and a little bit of cheese. It's actually a very, very good bite on the hot dog. And then we have the Umberto Turelli dog, ketchup and mustard. That's a good hot dog. Guys, right here in Bayville, you got the Munchies. You're coming down Route 9, Atlantic City Blvd, they call it, right across from Shady Rest. Good music. Cheryl Lee's got a story behind her Betty Boop decored doo-wop dog truck, and we're going to let her tell you herself when we talk to her in a little bit. Talk to you later. All right, guys, we're back. I'm with Cheryl Lee, the owner of Doo-Wop Dogs, Betty Boop adorned, and there's a story behind that, right, Cheryl?
Yes, there is. Ever since I was a little girl, I was obsessed with Betty Boop my whole life. Everybody knew I was known for that. And a few years ago, of course, I decorated my truck 20 years ago in the theme with Doo-Wop and Betty Boop. Everything's from the 50s. So a few years ago, I did my DNA, my heritage, and I found a first cousin in Minnesota. Became friendly with her, and she asked to see pictures of my truck. So she saw the Betty Boop all over it, and she said, well, that figures. And I couldn't understand, why does that figure? And she said, you mean you don't know? Your uncle is the creator and founder of Betty Boop. In 1930, my grandmother's first cousin, his name is Grim Natwick, and his original name was Myron, and my grandmother is Josephine Natwick. So he created Betty Boop because he was in love with a lounge singer, a saloon singer, and she looks, if you Google her, she looks exactly like Betty Boop. He created the character from this woman that he was in love with, and it continued from there in 1930. Then Walt Disney hired him, and he did Snow White and Gulliver's Travels, and he continued to work for Disney after that. So we're relatives.
Now you see that, guys? Little, like I said, we go to hole in the walls, little places like that, little hot dog truck here. And look at the history behind that.
See that?
So guys, like I've been saying, you know, it's another nice little place. I'll tell you what, that hot dog with the Doritos and the chili on it.
It's good?
It was very good.
Awesome.
It was. I love Sabret hot dogs.
Awesome.
I love food.
Well, I have about 12 different toppings, and some people say, ooh, but others, they go crazy over it. So to each his own, you know?
So guys, you're out there, come and meet Cheryl Lee, and come and have a Dorito hot dog.
Listen to some doo-wops at the same time.
And listen to some doo-wops. And we're going to have a little bit of footage of Joey and Doreen, too, that we're going to put on this show.
Awesome. Great
All right,
people.
guys, we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Thank you.
There goes the girl from
All right, guys, this brings us to another conclusion of another episode of What's Cookin Jersey Shore. So, recap. We had the potato bun with the pulled pork. Very tasty treat. We had the kielbasa on the potato bun with the sauerkraut and mustard. We had the Dorito dog, nice chili dog with a little bit of cheese and crumbled up Doritos, something I never had before, but it was different but good. And then we had the Umberto dog with the ketchup and mustard, nothing better than nice dirty water Sabret hot dog with the basic condiments on it. We spoke to Cheryl Lee and we got some nice tasty tidbits about her history and the background with this Betty Boop and everything that she's into for the longest time, and it turns out to be that she's related to someone that created it. You never know when you go out what you're going to find. That's why follow us. Let us know if you have a hidden gem that maybe has a story behind it, and we'd love to come out and check it out. For What's Cookin Jersey Shore, I'm Chef Umberto. Tante Bellicos.
Thank you.